Hi guys, I wanted to do a really quick update for you and let you know how I was doing. I've got several other videos that I'm going to be putting up. Instead of doing like a whole video of just questions, I decided to do them separately in separate short videos for people who may not watch the whole thing or they only want to know the answer to their question. Things like that. So I'm going to do just a few question videos, and I'll put those up after this one. I wanted to tell everybody Happy St. Patrick's Day. That was my anniversary with my husband. We've been married 6 years, and his birthday was also on the 1st. So I've been really pretty busy for the last few weeks getting everything together for that, and just busy in general. I did quit one of my jobs, so I had 2 jobs, and the one that I worked on the weekend, I quit, but I'll be starting a new job on the 2nd. Cat hair. Sorry, I was petting my kitty cat. Anyway, so the 2nd of April, I'll be starting a new job, so I'm really excited about that. And, as far as my dentures go, everything's going good. I think I'm going to have to find a new dentist. As much as I hate to say that, because he was really good to me for a while. But I went back for my 2-week reline. When I first bit down on my dentures right after the surgery, I don't know if you saw those videos or not, but I was really numb, and so I couldn't tell if I was holding my mouth together, if I was doing it right. It was the first time, so they were just a little tiny bit crooked. I mean, not even enough for me to even really complain about it. But now, I've had my 2-week reline since then, and when I went in for the 2-week reline, he had the whole liner taken out, and he was going to redo the whole reline. He didn't put anything over it or anything like that. So when he did that, he lined my teeth up to where they would match whenever I bit down, because that was one of the problems, is they weren't matching when I bit down. So, and that made it really hard to eat. Like, my teeth would, it wasn't like they would rock, it was like they would slide from side to side, because there wasn't enough in the back of the bottoms to stop them from sliding. And so anyway, he did that, and they did the first liner, and then he ended up putting in a second liner, and both of them were soft reline. So I'm not really sure if that's normal or if he was trying to fix it from the first liner that he put in that day. And they are way, way, way off now. Like, my midline has shifted way over, and when I smile real big, all you can see is gums. Like, it just... So, once and my parents went to him, and my dad is going to be getting dentures, and my mom needs a new set. She's had hers for like 33 years, the same set. So, but what she's afraid of is getting a new set of dentures, and you know, them changing the shape of her mouth, and you know, she may never find the fit that she has now. She doesn't wear adhesive. She doesn't have problems. Long time ago, her dentist told her they're gonna rock, and she's gotten used to that, and that's, you know, that's the way she's always been. And so she's afraid that she won't find dentures that fit the way that the ones that she has do. But she does need new ones. Obviously, hers are like 33, 34 years old now. So, you know, she needs a new set. And my dad has got periodontal disease, and just, he's got a lot of other health problems that have contributed to his teeth getting bad. And he's got toothaches, and you know, he's done with it. So he's going to get a set too. However, they went to him, and they went to the dentist that I did, and he was really thorough, but he was really short with them. And I understand they get busy, they get backed up, whatever. And this particular day that they went, I actually had made my appointment for my 2-week reline. Yeah, for my 2-week reline that day. And it was my dad's birthday, and they were at the dentist. They had an appointment an hour before I did. And it was like total coincidence. Anyway, so they were running, like, the office itself was running like an hour and a half behind. And I so totally understand that doctor's offices, dentist offices, whatever, they all get behind. And that's fine. You know, I am totally cool with that. But that doesn't mean that you can be short with your patients. Because my parents aren't going to go to him because he was really short with them that day. And it took almost 2 hours for him to do my reline. And then for them to turn out really, really crooked. And he told me to come back in a week, that he may need to redo my top plate. And I said, what do you mean by redo? And he said, I'll probably have to make you a whole new denture. You know, we'll try to reline it again, and if it doesn't work, then I'll probably have to make you a whole new denture. And I said, well, how much is that going to be? And he said, don't worry about it. And I said, okay. And so I took another day off of work to a week later to go back and have my dentures relined, and or possibly have a new set made quick. And anyway, so I go in, and he hadn't written any notes from where I had been there before, the week before, for the 2-week reline. And so he had no idea why I was there. He forgot. And so I told him, I said, well, you were either going to do a reline, another reline to see if you could straighten them out, or you were going to have to make me a whole new plate. Now, I expected at the very longest that this visit was going to take 3 hours. Because if they had to make a whole new plate, it was going to take about that long for the lab to, or whatever, to make the new set. Which actually really wouldn't be the new set. They pretty much said that they could reuse the materials that I already had in the top denture. And just kind of reset everything. So, he totally forgot. And he said, well, if we mess with them, we could really make them worse. Okay, so, you know, I was like, all right, so now what? And he says, well, you got to remember where you started from. Okay, well, I don't really want to remember where I started from, but okay. And he said, well, if we really mess with them too much, we could make them worse, and, you know, you got to remember where you started from, and we can make you a new top plate for $300, and blah, blah, blah. And these are immediates, and they're not perfect. Okay, look. I know they're not perfect. They're immediate dentures, whatever. It's fine. I just want it to not look like I wear dentures. When I smile really big, that, I don't know what it's called, that little piece of something right here that holds your top lip and your gum together, you know, there's a slit in the denture for that particular piece of whatever it is right there. And so I don't see where it could be so hard to line them up right with that whatever it's called. So when I smile really big, or when I laugh, and you know, at this point, even though my dentures are sort of crooked, I still smile, you know, just like I always have. I smiled real big with my ugly teeth, so I might as well do it now. And the problem is that you can see the white reline material in the little slit where it has filled in where it should be over here, and you shouldn't see it at all. And you see a lot of gum when I smile, a lot of the plastic pink stuff. So, I'm not really sure that I even want to get my permanents from him because, you know, I'm afraid those are going to be crooked too. And I just don't see where I should have to pay for a new set because he made them crooked to begin with. You know, and really all I think that it would take is another reline. And I've honestly thought about pulling all the reline material stuff out of there and trying to get it straight with Comfort Grip, because how much worse could I possibly do? You know? There's a guy that I work with who went to Affordable Dentures. He told me that in his package, the new denture wear package, it was about $3,000. Mine was $3,500. Anyway, his was $3,000 right at it, and this was with no insurance. And his was the extraction, the alveoplasty, the 2-week, the immediate, and the permanent dentures, all for $3,000. If I had known that, I probably would have done it, because his teeth look way more natural than mine do. Mine are not shiny. The teeth themselves, they're not shiny unless, you know, they're wet, which sounds kind of strange because they're in my mouth. But the point is that when I have them out and I've dried them off to put adhesive on them, they look like they have almost a matte finish, and they're not shiny like teeth should be. And they just, his look natural. In fact, whenever I first started working there, I thought, he's got gorgeous teeth. I had no idea he wore dentures. No idea. And to be around someone all my life who's worn dentures, my mom, you know, I don't really know. I know now what to look for when I'm looking to see if somebody's wearing dentures. And I've watched him, and he does not look like he's wearing dentures. My face is still pudgy from the reline stuff that has spilled over the edges. And I don't know if that's normal or not, but I'm afraid to file it down too much, because then what if they don't fit? You know, then what do? I have to go back to the dentist that I don't particularly care for to have another reline done to have them even more crooked. So, I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to pull all the stuff out of it and try to reline it with Comfort Grip myself. And if I have to do that every 4 days and it takes me half an hour to get it done, then I'll do it, because I'm not... The only thing I'm worried about is, right now, you know, I mean, it only costs like $100 pretty much anywhere you go for a reline, and right now I just don't have it. I don't. Between quitting my other job and not making very much at all at my full-time job, I just don't have the money for it. I don't have that extra $100. So I don't want to do it and then be all screwed up for a couple of months until we get our money straightened back out again. So, but yeah. I think I'm going to have to find a new dentist. Otherwise, I've been doing good. I'm eating regular food. When my teeth are glued in, when my teeth are glued in, I am able to eat just about anything that I want to. My husband and I went out for our anniversary, and I actually ordered a steak and was able to eat it. Thankfully, and pretty much only the people who are really close to me know this, but thankfully, I have a very patient husband. I have never been able to cut meat. Steak, chicken, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can't cut it. I will throw it. I mean, it just slides right off the plate. It's just one of those things that I cannot do no matter how many times I've tried it. I can't do it. And so, I don't know why exactly maybe I've never had enough practice at it. I don't know. But, you know, when I was a kid, my parents did it, and when I got married the first time, I had to beg my ex-husband to do it, and, you know, and he did it, but it always took some work to get it done. And, you know, my husband now, he just knows. Like, if there is meat on my plate, or if he is cooking meat for dinner, then he just automatically cuts it now. So, he spent the time sitting in the restaurant cutting it into little tiny pieces, and as long as I chewed on both sides, I was fine. I didn't have any problems with it at all. And so, so I was really, really excited for that. You know, I've been eating regular stuff, but as far as steak is concerned, I hadn't even attempted it. Another thing that I haven't attempted is, like, anything that's really chewy, like, I don't know, like a Milky Way bar or something. I haven't even attempted it because I know it's just going to be a mess. So, maybe I'll try that in a few more months when I'm used to and don't even think about having to eat with my dentures in. Anyways, I will go ahead and cut this one off. I've got 4 or 5 more videos coming, so I'm going to be sitting here a while. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful week, and I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye.